everybody, Just Watch Movies here. As promised, I'm going to compare a series of unfortunate events, the Netflix original show, to the 2004 movie which starred Jim Carrey. If you haven't watched the previously two series of unfortunate event videos, I'm just going to quickly say that I'm a big fan of this book series. I've read them growing up multiple times and I really enjoy them. So I was excited for both the movie and the show when they were announced because I loved the book series. So just like my comparison videos, I'm going to compare certain things I liked about each, and then at the end tell you which one I would rather watch. So I first would like to discuss Count Olaf. And Count Olaf is played by Jim Carrey in the movie and Neil Patrick Harris in the television show. In the book series, Count Olaf is a very sinister person. He's ruthless and he'll stop at nothing to get the children's fortune. Fortunately, in both the movie and the television show, he is just ridiculous. He's too corny. He's comedic way too much. And I think at times it comes off a bit awkward. Now, I do think that Jim Carrey was the better pick between the two because Count Olaf called for someone to switch his characters a lot and get really animated in that role. So I do think that Jim Carrey was the better of the two, but there were hints at some sinister moments from Jim Carrey. So between Neil Patrick Harris and Jim Carrey, I really do like Jim Carrey. Neil Patrick Harris just wasn't sinister at all. He wasn't ruthless. He just tried to be way too funny when it called for a ruthless character. Now, the look of the movie and the television show are really great. They're both really slimy and dark looking. With the Netflix original show, we do get a lot more. Obviously, it's a longer format, and we get one more book in that series. And with the Netflix original show, there was actually a lot of detail in the house and its setting. At times it felt very bright and vibrant, and at times it felt very dark. It kind of matched Wes Anderson's style of filming, and I really did like the setting. And I really did like the look of the Netflix original show because it had a great mixture of vibrant looks when it called for it, especially the reptile room. It was very beautiful. Then it was also very gloomy, like in the bad beginning. So I do think that the mixture was very well done. The movie was very well done too with a mixture, but overall it just felt very dark. When the Netflix original show, when there was happy moments, it felt vibrant, so it kind of matched the tone of the television show. Now let's talk about the Baudelaire children because I really liked all the actors and actresses who played these children, but there was something about the movie that really felt they were independent and they could really rely on each other, especially Violet. She was a little bit older than Klaus in the movie, and there was something about her that seemed really, really strong. At times you could tell she was worried about what would happen to her siblings, but that really didn't affect her. She always knew how to handle situations with her inventions and how she could protect her siblings. So there was like a motherly figure in her that I really did appreciate. At times in the television show, the actress who played Violet, I feel could be broken down. She didn't do a lot of inventions in the television show. Even though she attempted to protect her siblings a lot, I feel like they all kind of relied on each other. Klaus could step in a lot, or even Sonny could step in a lot. And I really felt like in the reading the books and in the movie, Violet was a very strong person, like the leader of the group, even though she was the oldest one, of course. But there was just something about her that felt protective and like a motherly figure for the siblings. And in the television show, I really didn't feel that at times. So I really like the Baudelaire children in the movie version. They just felt they had better chemistry and they worked well together and it was sweet. And the last thing I want to talk about is the whole mystery around the Baudelaire family and the fortune and the fire and the eye. They developed that a lot more further down in the book series, but the movie discusses the first 3 books and the television show discusses the first 4 books. Let's cancel out the 4th book and let's just talk about the first 3 books in the movie and the television show. I do think that the television show had a lot more detail in its mystery. Obviously, it's a lot longer, but with the movie, it felt like it could have ended at the end of the 3rd book, and they could have just stopped there. The way that they told the story was one half of the first book 2, 3, the rest of the first book. And, you know, it was scattered and it worked. It worked as a one-time tell. We didn't need to know much about the family and the eye. You know, the way that they explained the eye just seemed like it was a one-time thing, and there could have been no more mystery or whatsoever in regards to that. In the television show, they really talked about the eye and the telescopes and the spyglass and the secret organization, so they really developed the mystery really well. There was a lot of detail in its storyline and the location, the filming, and it really seemed to care about the mystery behind the Baudelaire children and their family. The impression I got from the movie is that they didn't care much about it and they weren't going to develop it later on. So if I had to pick one, if I had to pick the movie or the television show, there's things I liked of both, but overall I would pick the television show. The television show had a lot more detail to the mystery, and growing up and reading these, I thought it was so suspenseful, and I loved the mystery behind the kids and their family, so they developed that a lot. I liked the look of it. It was colorful at times, and it was dark at times, and it had that great blend. Even though Count Olaf was pretty bad, and the Baudelaire children weren't as compassionate or had that leadership sense to them that I really would like. I'm big on the mystery, and I really loved the television show as it got further on in the episodes. You know, it started off rough, but it ended off very well. So, have you guys seen the movie and the television show? What do you think about both, and which one would you pick? Remember, once I reach 3,000 subscribers, I'll be doing an epic giveaway, so you guys can help by subscribing to my channel, sharing this video, giving a like, and commenting down below. Thank you guys for watching. As always, I really do appreciate it. This is Just Watches Movies, and you stay classy, YouTube.